Okay, here we are, the Fife Property Market update for the week beginning the 31st of March to yesterday, the 6th of April. This is a good insight into what's happened in the market in the last week, according to the Rightmove statistics across all the areas and all the offices for students in Fife. It's a good insight into supply and demand. It's also a good insight into whether you should actually be paying just a little bit more for your property, or possibly a lot more, or possibly less as well. So tune in. Beautiful day today. Does this mean the heating's going to go off? Seeing it's a bit hotter now. Hopefully. I think that's the most exciting thing for today. Okay, let me talk about what's coming to the market as well and what is actually sold. We'll quickly go over the weekly statistics. This is right across the board. Here we are right here for the last week. As you can see, supply is still outstripping demand. I kind of thought this was going to happen. Well, I knew it was going to happen. We've been saying it for January, for February, and we were indicating in March and April it was going to start, supply was going to outstrip demand, where it was the other way around in January and February and December. The winter months are the golden time to actually take advantage of that, because you have a golden opportunity. The buyers are all still there, but spring is just as good now. And that's the most important thing. So Richard and I was doing a show yesterday, and you will see it more than likely on this post. You can click on it. This is about getting sold in spring. So if you're trying to sell your property or thinking about selling your property, you probably need to ask an estate agent now what you should be doing to be prepared for sale. So this is all about giving your home an instant spring lift to sell fast and sell high. That's the key here. The daffodils, tulips, and all the rest of it are out, and you can see all the buds coming out in the trees as well. So this is the time, and the light. I mean, we're sitting at 7 o'clock just now, and it's still daylight outside. It wasn't 2 or 3 months ago, but now it is. How did that harm? The sun and the moon and the stars and all the rest of it put together. But this is the advantage now. This is to take advantage of this. Things go generally a lot faster at this time of year when it comes into spring and summer, and it's primarily because of the daylight. People can actually come home from the work now, and they can go out for a viewing later on that night, whereas you couldn't in the winter when it was a lot darker, and in the autumn period as well, coming into the winter. So you usually find that this traditional market goes a lot faster than expected, or a lot faster than what it was the season before, which is winter. So we're now officially, I would say, I'm going to call it, we're into spring, definitely. It might not look like it sometimes, 4 seasons in one day, and welcome to Scotland. That's what it's like. But it is in spring right now. So this is a great idea. If you're needing a fresh start, and now is the time when buyers actually come out of hibernation and get on with it. So that shows on here, and the links on there, and the article's on there as well. If you've only got 4 minutes to read an article, then this is the one to read for you if you're selling. This is the one to read for you if you're buying as well. This article about getting sold in spring, because I gave you a good insight. I gave a lot of buyers good insight in this article, in this podcast actually, about what to look out for to negotiate the best deals for you. After all, when you think about it, a seller will end up probably more than likely becoming a buyer, and vice versa. Okay, so let's look back at these statistics. Here we are right here. So let's just go across. I'm going to go across the monthly ones in a minute, which will blow you out the water, to be honest. It will show you exactly what's happening in the market. Cooper, 10 versus 7. So supply outstripping demand. East Neuk, same thing. St Andrews, same thing. Leavenmouth, Leavenmouth demand is outstripping supply. You can see it in Dunfermline as well. Glenrothes, supply clearly outstripping demand. You can 26 came on and 9 sold. But instantly, listen out for what I'm about to do next when you see the monthly. It is a totally different picture. This is why I usually say typically 1 week doesn't make a trend, but it's a good indication about what's going on in the market if it's like this from week to week. So Kirkcaldy, 31 versus 27. 138 came to market with all stages in Fife. 115 actually sold. That's still pretty good. But look at the month. Totally different picture. Look at Cooper. Now, the previous one, look at Cooper. 10 versus 7. Supply outstripping demand. And yet the month of March, demand outstripped supply easily. 112%. So of properties that actually came on the market actually sold. So more properties sold in Cooper than actually was instructed in the Cooper area in the month of March. East Neuk, 34 versus 26. That's no surprise because East Neuk's a high price point just now. St Andrews, a similar. St Andrews, that's unusual because St Andrews typically doesn't sell the same amount of properties as they're actually listing in the same month. That's a quite an interesting one for St Andrews, but there is 7 properties in there which are new builds, not included in there, so it is a wee bit different, but it's still good. Leavenmouth, you can see that as well. Supply outstripping demand, outstripping supply. Dunfermline, 257 Cape Market. You've got 215 sold, 84%. Now, just to let you understand, 81% or above is actually pretty good. It's really good. 81% below, you know, as it goes down, as it gets worse as it goes, if that's the case about supply and demand. But 81% is the benchmark because 19% of people are expected to sell, but actually either leave to go somewhere else into another area and outside of Fife, or it's possibly a deceased estate, or they're possibly selling 2 houses to go into one because there's 2 people meeting each other up, sell both houses and move into one. That's why it's usually 81% is the benchmark or above is a really good market for that area. So jumping back to that, and if we look at these statistics there, as I said, if you look 112, 76, yeah, near enough for East Neuk. So East Neuk's having a wee bit of challenge just now. It's St Andrews 97, Leavenmouth 105, Dunfermline 84, Glenorchy's 88, Kirkcaldy 94. 90% overall, 590 properties came to market, 531 sold right across Fife in the month of March. That is pretty good, I would say, definitely. Now you will find, I'm going to be doing an update, so I will be doing this with Richard during the week. This is you can read it there, the Fife Q1 2024 Property Market Report. We will be doing this during the week, Richard and I. I'll just give a quick indication. I think it's Wednesday we're doing it. I'll quickly look at my diary. Yep, we will be doing that on Wednesday, midweek show. Watch out for that one, 12 o'clock. Richard and I will be doing that. It'll be on the first quarter of Fife for 2024, the property market report itself. So watch. Now, if you don't know where that is, or you don't know, you want to be notified about that, just go onto our page. There'll be a link to it because it will be planned and processed, and then just hit the interested. When we go live, you'll be able to see that live, and it'll indicate that we're actually ready to go. Okay, so there we are with the supply and demand across the Fife property market. Still very, very buoyant, still very, very good. That's the picture. I mean, you know, first-time buyers represent about 33% of all new sales now. So which is really good because first-time buyers is a lifeblood of the property market. So it shows you a lot of people are investing in the property market, therefore allowing the second homeowners to upgrade and the other owners to upgrade to big family homes. The big family homes people to downgrade to smaller homes now because their family's grown up and left and flown the nest and got their own homes of their own. So that's good news overall. So what's been selling this week? Give you an indication about what sells, when it sells, what price is selling quite well, and we'll show you right now. So, okay, so this was Invery Street in St Monans. It sold in 3 weeks, a 3-bedroom semi-detached house. This was offered over 220,000. Yes, a 3-bedroom semi-detached house in Invery Street. I must admit, it was finished at a really high standard. Is selling for over 220,000 right now. So if you've got a property like this, you know, a really good standard, Invery Street, that area in St Monans, we're getting about 220,000 for them right now. Okay, that might give you more choice to make and better choices to make as well if you want to move on somewhere else and get a bigger house. Hillview Road in Balmullo, it's sold in 3 weeks. There's another one sold in 3 weeks. 2-bedroom semi-detached house, and it was offered over 190,000. Now, did you notice there? 220,000, 190,000. If you'd watched my show a couple of weeks back, I talked about this. Everything is going quite well. We will be talking about, again, the price brackets that are actually going quite well, and the price brackets that I'm actually taking a wee bit of challenge in the Fife Q1 property update market report. So that's going to be this week. Remember, tune into that at 12 o'clock. So what is coming soon? Let me talk about what's coming soon. So this is actually signed up. It'll be ready to go soon. They'll be coming to market. I'll be going out to some of them actually tomorrow. I'll be going to James Street tomorrow. Another frontline coastal property. Wow, wait till you see the views from the top floor as you open the Juliet balcony and you just look out and you see these panoramic views of the Firth of Forth. And I think I have a sneaking suspicion the sun is going to be shining tomorrow as well, like today. So watch out for that one. I'll be doing a pre-portal and I'll be uploading it later on tomorrow for James Street and Cellardyke. Braehead St Monans will be coming on, a 3-bedroom semi-detached house. Watch out for that one. Where's the Road Metham? 2-bedroom first floor apartment. Church Road in Leaven, a 5-bedroom detached house. We have another one in Church Road in Leaven, further down, one at the top, one at the bottom, because Church Road's a big, long road, and Leaven, a 7-bedroom end terraced house. This is a guest house. This is a business opportunity, this one. Newark Street in St Monans, 3-bedroom linked detached terraced house. Blacklaws Farm Cottage, Anstruther, that's a 4-bedroom bungalow. That's a big plot of land with 0.9 of an acre. Barrington Strathmiglo, a 5-bedroom detached house, will be coming to market as well. If you're interested in any of these, please give us a shout. Message us direct. You could possibly get more details way before it comes to Facebook and also way before it goes on websites. You might set yourself up way before everybody else, so you're in a position to do something immediately, therefore get first bite at the cherry. That's the important thing. Because imagine if your dream house came up tomorrow, are you in a position to do anything about it? In fact, are you actually staying in the house of your dreams? If you're not, then why are you not speaking to us? Because that's what could happen for you. We could show you the way to do that. And if we can't show you the way to do that, you'll know for definite. But what if you could? There's the question. Are you staying in the house of your dreams? Have you inquired about it? Have you asked anybody about how to go about that? Is there a possibility you could have that? That's why you speak to professional people. They can advise you and tell you what the facts are rather than what anybody else's opinion is. Completed and over the line. Let me talk about that. This is ones that are actually keys handed over. So we've handed the keys over. It's completed now. I can tell you what they went for. So it gives you a real good indication about where the property market is at this point in time for certain areas. So Alder Terrace and Methil. This is a 2-bedroom semi-detached house and it's sold originally in 10 days for just about 3% over the home report value, represented another £3,000 over the home report value, and it went for £118,000. A 2-bedroom semi-detached house, Alder Terrace and Methil. You've got a 2-bedroom in Alder Terrace Methil in the roundabout area, Mulberry Crescent and that. That's the price point they're not actually going for. So you maybe not be aware of that. If you know anybody that's got one there, maybe just tag them in this post. Give them a reminder. That maybe is what that could maybe open up all the possibilities. This is the dream house thing. You know, it's like everybody thinks that their house is maybe worth a lot less than what it really is in the marketplace. So get the advice and the facts first. Lemon Terrace is over the line as well. The keys handed over. This is a 3-bedroom semi-detached house and it's sold in 6 days, despite everybody telling us you'll never get that sold. And it's sold in 6 days for 4% over the home report value, representing another £7,000 to the seller, and it went for £177,000. Anything's possible if you use the right agent. So that's another one. That's a way as well. Okay. So another couple of things just to give you an update on. Let me just quickly tune in and talk about that. See where we are in terms of posts. Wealth Creation Show tomorrow. Wealth Creation Show tomorrow. Tune into this one. If this is all about, you know, we're going to do a 3-part series in the Wealth Creation Show. Over the next 3 weeks, we'll be talking about happiness and prosperity. Now, we're going to be talking about different subjects over these 3 parts, but the first one we're going to talk about tomorrow in happiness and prosperity of the Wealth Creation Show is why is it some people get rich and others don't? People who become wealthy have a particular way of thinking and align their lives with certain specific habits. So if you're not happy or prosperous, you might want to consider the reasons why. There's 7 big differences that we're going to discuss tomorrow on the Wealth Creation Show at 12:30, Richard and I. For people who get rich and people who struggle with money, there's 7 big differences for the people that become wealthy and the people that don't become wealthy. So do you want to know how you can be happy and prosperous, and how the right mindset can make you stand out from the crowds of the other people? Well, tune in tomorrow, Wealth Creation Show, 12:30 live. Richard and I will be talking about it, and we'll be discussing the 7 big differences between people that become wealthy and people that don't. So happiness and prosperity. If you don't have it, it's an opportunity to get it. Tomorrow, 12:30, Wealth Creation Show. Tune into that. Until next time, guys, hope you have a wonderful rest of the weekend. It's about finished. Work tomorrow. Sorry, I had to mention that. And yeah, until next time, I'm Jim Parker for Fife Properties TV. Bye-bye for now.